Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. It's time for our Monday night Q&A. This is always a great time to ask any questions that you have regarding coupons and saving money, figuring out the grocery store, kind of whatever you're struggling with. So you leave your questions in the comments and we'll get to them as you pop them in, whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching just on the main site. I will see all of those comments right away. So hello, Karen from California. It's always fun to have folks that join us from all over the place, which also to emphasize there, the questions that you have can also be from all over the place. This can be just run the gamut, stump Jenny, if that's where you want to go. My plan for tonight, though, before we jump into questions, I always try to have a topic. And tonight's topic is the changes that are happening in some of the stores in coupon land. And let's start here. I've gotten a lot of emails from folks in Florida and folks that have Bi-Los. So Winn-Dixie and Bi-Lo shoppers, you guys are moving to Plenty in your stores in the next week. And this is new for you. It's, like panic mode for some people. It shouldn't be panic mode. Hello for everyone. So Texas and South Carolina, lots of you guys popping in. And hello for the first time, Kathy. So lots of folks that I see every single week, and then it's always good to have other folks joining us too. So we're starting here. There's other changes we're going to talk to in case you don't have a Winn-Dixie or a Bi-Lo, but Plenty is a fun change, so I will how this works. And for those of you who have a Rite Aid, you may learn some things here too. Plenty is the point system that we've had at Rite Aid for probably the last year and a half in Rite Aid. It's not actually owned by Rite Aid. So you see all the stores there that Plenty works with. It's a number of them: Exxon, Mobil, AT&T, Macy's. We get Plenty points when we buy participating items, and then we can use those points towards our next purchase. Now, what Bi-Lo and Winn-Dixie stores have had is fuel perks, and I know someone just asked, when is the last time we can use them? You have until the end of April to redeem your fuel perks. So don't feel like you have to, drive around the neighborhood and use up gas just to redeem them. You've got a whole nother month to redeem them. But come March 26th, which is next week, you will not be able to earn them anymore in Bi-Los. There's going to be about a dead week. We will stop earning fuel points on March 26th, and then you will start earning, and this is in your Bi-Lo ad, you will start earning Plenty points the next week. There's a 1 week gap. So back to Plenty here. These points, 100 points equals $1. And unlike fuel perks, these work all over the place. And this is actually a perk, guys, because you're going to earn them and then you can turn around and use them in Bi-Lo or in Winn-Dixie or in Rite Aid. It doesn't really matter. So I don't have to use these only on gas, which is what a lot of us are used to with the current fuel perk programs. This is a better program, and the points don't expire for 2 years. So that's kind of a fun one, that you've got a long time to use these before they're going to go away. Now, Jessica, I love your question because you're kind of right on where I wanted to go here. This is my Plenty card for Rite Aid. My husband actually found it. I didn't even know we had the real card. I should show you this one. This is the only Plenty card that I knew about for Rite Aid. And now that I look at my keys, I don't even pay attention. This card doesn't even exist anymore. I should really do some cleaning out here. This card is the only one you need. So I've been using this in Rite Aid for the last year and a half. I will just start to scan this in Bi-Lo. I don't need to do anything. So they're even telling you, like, come in and upgrade. You don't need to do a thing. Just start to use this card in Bi-Lo and you're good. So it makes it a very easy transition for all of us who've already got a Plenty card from an Exxon or a Mobil station or Rite Aid, wherever you grabbed it from. One Plenty card is all you're going to need. There's one moment that I might want to link my old Bi-Lo or my old Winn-Dixie card to my Plenty card. And you can call Plenty and you can do that if you want them linked. This does not apply to me, but it does apply to some of you. If you are 55 and older, then in Winn-Dixie and Bi-Lo stores, you're going to qualify for a senior discount. And you want to make sure that this card has your birthday behind it because you don't want to miss that 5% savings. So you're only going to need one. It's pretty awesome. It's like we're getting rid of one whole card on our keychain. One Plenty card between Rite Aid, between Winn-Dixie, Bi-Lo, all those stores. Now, that said, before we leave Plenty/Rite Aid, don't forget, and we've talked about this on a couple Monday night Q&As, Rite Aid is going away, guys. It's not going to be around forever. It's currently in the talks with Walgreens to merge with Walgreens. And really all that's up in the air is just the plan being accepted by the government. So it's going to happen. When it does happen, Rite Aids will become Walgreens. There will not be a Rite Aid. But don't panic, because this program is not owned by any store. It's really owned by American Express. So Plenty isn't going away. You may not be able to redeem them because Rite Aid doesn't exist anymore, but you could still have them. They're not going to expire. I'm going to turn around and use them at all of those stores. Trying to show it to all of you guys at the same time is really tricky with 2 different cameras. But Exxon, Mobil, Macy's. So some heads up on how to use this in case you don't have a Rite Aid. If you have nationwide insurance, AT&T, so those would be the big guys that you should make sure that this is plugged into your account. Hulu, you can earn points just by paying your monthly Hulu membership if you are streaming through Hulu. So lots of ways to earn these. 100 Plenty points equals $1 off, and that $1 off is wherever you redeem them. So I earn $1 off my groceries, I earn $1 off my gas, wherever I want to turn around and use it. If you upgrade on Bi-Lo's website, Marie asks, will they mail you? Yes, they're going to mail you a Plenty card. You'll be set. You don't have to upgrade on Bi-Lo's website unless you don't already have a Plenty card, but you can. And to upgrade, really you can just go to plenty.com if you want to, PLENTI.com. And register for a new card. It's fine. And Tyrese is also recommending download their app. They've got a lot of extra offers in their app as well. So you do. There's lots of extra ways to save. But plenty.com, thanks to my husband for chiming in with the link there too. So let me jump back and make sure. How do we get a Plenty card? Deborah, the link, we just stuck it into the comments, but plenty.com is going to get you the card so that you're set to start earning those points. And again, this isn't just Bi-Lo and Walgreens, it's AT&T and Macy's and Nationwide Insurance. And you'll be surprised how many points you can earn just from paying your bill. So if you've got any of those services, you should get the card, and you should at least make sure it's linked to your account. I need to go in and make sure it's linked to our AT&T account, which my husband set up, because I don't think it is. So I'm going to jump all the way back. Lots of comments came in at the same time, and I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, and then as you guys keep adding new comments, it jumps back to the bottom. Let's see. And I know folks are saying the Plenty point stuff is confusing and trying to navigate 3 stores. So Kathleen, don't be confused here. Just treat it like any rewards program and more like a way to pay. That's really the way that I would put it. So think of this like currency. So I earn 100 points from whatever I did, my insurance, my AT&T, whatever I did. I can turn around. Yes, your AT&T cell phone provider gives you points through Plenty if you have a card. And so I earn those points, and then I can turn around and go to Winn-Dixie or go to Bi-Lo or Rite Aid or gas stations, Exxon Mobil. 100 points is $1 off. So when I go to pay at the gas station, it's going to take off up to $25 off of a gallon of gas. It's pretty sweet savings, really. But you want to switch. You have to switch in Bi-Lo already, because this is also Bi-Lo Winn-Dixie, folks. This is going to generate your sales. So if you don't switch, you're not going to get the sales. So you have to scan a card to get the discount in the store. But this is going to give you that extra where Fuel Perks was as well. Brittany, anything AT&T, I'm pretty sure gives you those points. AT&T Uverse, AT&T Wireless, it's just kind of the whole brand. Will we be able to redeem Plenty points at Bi-Lo? Yes, at the register. So I've already got 10,000 saved up on this card, and I'm ready to go in and redeem them for a ton of free groceries. So that's a fun moment for those of us, that week 1 that you activate it in Bi-Lo. Some of us are going to show you just how great it is on week 1. So make sure you're set there. This is a change for Bi-Lo and Winn-Dixie. but it's a good one. And for folks who don't even have Bilo and Winn-Dixie, but you've still got Nationwide or AT&T that you have switched over for plenty. Another not so fun change, my Kroger folks, this doesn't affect everybody really. Kroger Nashville, you guys learned this last week, but Kroger on March 15th stopped doubling coupons. They were the only Kroger in the whole country that was still doubling, so the rest of us were not very sad for you. But I know my Nashville folks that you guys are a little sad to finally lose it. So no doubling and no senior day in Kroger Nashville stores. So more Plenty questions still coming in. We will start, you can start to scan these Plenty cards on March 29th, which is not this weekly ad, but the next one. So the ad that starts on Wednesday will end on the 28th, 1 week after the next ad. So you can start scanning on the 29th. You will not start earning anything in Bilo though until the week after that. Bilo is completely dropping fuel rewards because the program is going out of business. So it's not really Bilo's fault. The fuel perk program is going out of business. So instead of dropping it completely, they found another program. I'm pretty proud of them for that. Instead of just being like, well, we're done with that. They did come up with another system for folks. So you want to switch, you're going to have to switch. Jonathan says, just got new AT&T service. So how do we plug this in AT&T wise? You can do it online in your account. Under your account settings, there's a spot to enter a Plenty card number, or you can call AT&T if you want to do it on the phone instead of doing it online. Just give them the number off the back of the card. I kind of covered mine up because you don't need my Plenty points. But give them the number that's on the back of the card, and you would read it to them. If you want to use your Plenty points at the pump, you either want the card that you can swipe in your wallet, or you're going to have to enter this set of numbers every single time that you get gas. So keep that in mind. You might want to keep this one handy and not just chunk it. It does make it a little easier to redeem your points at Exxon and Mobil stations. But again, before we move on, AT&T, you set it under your account settings or call AT&T so that you can earn those points off of your monthly bill. Nationwide Insurance the same way, making sure it's linked in your account settings or call your Nationwide insurance provider. So Plenty is owned by American Express, good all over the place. I think you're going to see it really start to be accepted even more places. It's a pretty big one for Plenty to be bringing in a grocery store. I know they're pretty excited about it too, not just Bilo and Winn-Dixie for adding it. Okay. To jump back, more changes. So I made a video on this one for you guys, and you're going to have to, yes, Jonathan, under AT&T settings, you'll have to jump back if you want to see the actual screenshots and look at our video page on YouTube or Facebook. But coupons.com has just changed the way that you print coupons from them. So if you're trying to grab, like this one, it ends tonight, you're trying to grab some printable coupons, you're going to get a new window that pops up that says you have to enter a phone number and get a text message. So if you haven't done this yet, it's going to trigger you to enter a phone number. This is new. They just pushed it out for everyone last week. So some of us have been getting this for a couple of months, kind of in beta testing mode, but everybody's starting to get this alert within the last week. So you're going to go to print your coupons, and it's going to pop up a window and say, you need to upgrade your account. And you click the button, and it's going to ask you to enter a phone number. It's going to send you a text message. You're going to have to do this to be able to continue to print coupons. Right now, you can say, no, I'll do it later. But in about a month, they're going to do away with the no, I will do it later. So make sure that you go ahead and do this at some point. But there's an inside tip, guys, and this is why I want you to, if you do need to pop back and actually see it, look for the actual video that I did on this. But with coupons.com, and Jessica, this is going to answer your question too. So she's saying, is the new coupons.com going to allow multiple devices? So with that, when you register a phone number, if you register, and this is a big, huge tip, guys, so like, I don't know, zone in for a second. If you register the same phone number with your laptop and your cell phone and your iPad, you will only be allowed 2 coupons per phone number. not per device, where normally I could get 2 for my laptop and 2 for my cell phone and 2 for my husband's laptop. It's going to be 2 per number. So when you go to register and verify those devices and it asks you to enter a phone number for a text message, enter different phone numbers. I'm not saying we have that many phone numbers, but if I'm going to register my computer and I want to be able to print from my husband's laptop, then I need to verify his laptop with his phone number, or else I'm going to be stuck with just 2 coupons, period, if I did it all through the same phone number. Now, there's one other option here, and you could do this too. So that window is going to pop up, and if you don't want a text message, I know it's funny I'm probably preaching to the choir here. You're all watching live video. But there are a number of folks who don't get text messages or don't have a smartphone. And if you're in that boat, there is an option. If you click the View Our Frequently Asked Questions link, which is right underneath. So click that View Frequently Asked Questions link. There's an option to verify your account not with a text message. So maybe you go this route for one of your laptops if you have multiple devices but only one phone. It's just an option. So you can verify your account with a landline. And you do that by calling coupons.com and they call you back with the verification code. It's a little old school, but I guess in their minds, not having a cell phone is a little old school too. So just so you do know, that is an option, and that is all in that little video that I made. It's like a 2-minute long video of if you need the screenshots. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you need the screenshots, pop over and watch that. It's on the Facebook videos tab of the Southern Savers Facebook page or on our YouTube account. Now, there were a couple questions about that. Cheryl says, do you only have to do this once or every time? Technically, Cheryl, you should only have to do this once. If it's asking you to do it more often, then odds are your computer, you have turned off accepting cookies. And people got all riled up about cookies, but cookies are actually a really helpful thing. So if you have cookies as not being accepted to your computer, meaning your computer's not storing them, then yeah, it's going to ask you every single time who you are because they don't know who you are. If you accept cookies, then it's going to remember that verification and you're not going to have to verify it again. So Alicia asked, if I have one computer but multiple phones, Alicia, the computer is only going to trigger you to verify one time. So you're really only going to need one phone number. If you have multiple phones and you want to print from each of those phones, then I'm going to want a phone number for each one of those phones to verify through in the with that text message. And Jessica says, unless you have a satellite, and then you have to do it frequently. So even with a satellite, though, you should still be it should still be saving your cookies and not needing you to re-enter it. But if you are, send me an email, because coupons.com would love to know about that, and I can forward it on to them. So let's see, I'm trying to go back up. Entered my phone number and the print dialog box came up and allowed me to print as many copies. Yes, let's go there. So this, the new platform, Jessica, and for anybody, like this is another huge one. And I've been telling them this for months, but they're going to have to learn it the hard way. I'm just begging you to not break the rules. The new printable platform, once you verify your phone number, especially if you're on Google Chrome, is going to pop up that print preview box that we never get with coupons.com. And the print preview box is going to say, how many copies do you want? Whoa, you want one. If you make more than one copy, if you choose 2 or 3 because it lets you, your coupons are copies now. And while the store will take the copies, the store will not be reimbursed for them. And this is going to put our stores in a really bad position. And I wish that coupons.com would see that. But the stores are not going to take those copies. Yeah, I agree, Jessica. Now that they're rolling this out to every single person, this is not going to take them long at all to want to fix this. But when they were just kind of doing beta testing, they didn't really see the need. Like, oh, people aren't going to take advantage of that. Yeah, they are. Don't make copies. And how you know that a coupon is a copy, by the way, I wish I'd grabbed some printables before we started tonight. But if you look at a printable coupon, you've got your main barcode here, but you have a little barcode up in this corner. And that little barcode up in the upper corner is different on every single coupon that you print. So if I tell it to print 2 copies or 3 copies, which it's letting you do, and you don't realize that you're even breaking the rules because it doesn't say, hey, if you push this button, you're breaking the rules. No, they make it look very normal. But if you do that, then that barcode is no longer different, and that's what the clearinghouse scans. So the clearinghouse is going to reject it every single time. So please, even though that print preview box comes up, do not make more than 1 copy. Still print the 1 copy and hit your back button like old school and print a second copy. You're still allowed 2 from every computer, but don't make it 2 from that same print preview screen. So Jocelyn, honestly, why is coupons.com doing that? The reason to verify via the phone, this is really 2 changes. The phone verification is a good thing. The reason they're doing that was because a whole bunch of people got really grumpy about the download that was required. And the download's been required for like 10 years, but people get grumpy when you have to download something. So they tried to come up with a way that I didn't have to download something. But the new print preview option that's popping up, I'm not quite sure why they did that, and they didn't seem to think that it cared or that it mattered. I honestly think it's because coupons.com was recently bought out by a much larger company, and maybe we've got some folks that, I don't really know what the system is that's going on here, but they're going to learn. I'm just urging all of us to stay on track with the plan. So if, the 200 of us or so at least follow the rules, and we can share it with other folks, maybe it won't be quite as huge, but hopefully, hopefully they'll fix it pretty quickly, but at least we got to cover it here. Let's see. And Cheryl, yeah, there are going to be coupons that pop in and make it where you can only print just 1, like that Arm & Hammer offer. At least for the Arm & Hammer, you've got 1 for, I have Tide Pods here, but you've got 1 for the Arm & Hammer pods, and you have 1 for the Arm & Hammer liquid. So you can print 1 of both of those, which is a huge deal right now if you haven't already printed the Arm & Hammer coupon. I have a link that I'm going to stick in for all the coupons that I actually was going to hit on tonight. But the Arm & Hammer deal at CVS is just crazy. It's not even with rewards, so if you're scared of rewards programs, you don't have to be scared of this one. But it makes Arm & Hammer detergent 98 cents using that $1 off coupon. So at least print the 1 that you're allowed and head to CVS for that one. Let's see. I entered the same... Sorry guys, Facebook changed some settings. And so now when I try to scroll up to see all your comments, it really isn't letting me. It just keeps popping in on the bottom. So I know you guys are asking questions. I got to figure out how to be able to see them all. And that is going to be a challenge, I think. But we will figure it out. And that's the joy of dealing with Facebook, because they constantly update things. And awesome. So someone said they showed their store what to look for with copies. And I think stores should be educated on how to be able to tell that. Okay. Let's see. And play by the rules. I agree. Okay. So to go on, one more change that I wanted to hit on before we go just through some top deals that are out there. Someone even emailed me this one, but my mom is the one that goes through and keeps tabs on all the Target ones. So she and I were having a discussion last week. Target has fully taken down all of the printable store coupons off of their site. So they still have printable coupons on their site, but they're identical to the ones on coupons.com. They're no longer offering printable store coupons. So that's kind of a big change. If you're used to Target printable coupons that were store coupons, because then I get to pair them with a manufacturer's coupon, they don't exist anymore. What they're doing is pushing everybody into Cartwheel. So if you're not using Target Cartwheel and you shop in Target, you should be. It's kind of a phooey on you for not figuring this one out yet, I guess, since they've completely taken them down. Cartwheel is a free app. It gives you an extra savings on lots of things in the store, but we no longer have those store printables. You're just going to be getting Target cartwheels for most of the things that you're grabbing in the store. So cartwheels like 10% off of this or 20% off of that. I still get to use a manufacturer's coupon with Cartwheel, but in the past I would have had that store coupon too, and we've got no printable store coupons now. The only store coupons you're going to have are in your Target ad or ones that you get by text message. So Ingrid's asking, do they still have the text message ones? Yes. So if you guys haven't already, this is the huge deal this week. I tried to give you guys as much warning as I could, but diapers this week, this is a text message offer from Target this week. So if you text them the word diapers and you text their number is 827-438. If you go old school, that spells Target. Remember, like 1980s, we're all gonna figure out what different phone numbers all mean. But text Target 827-438, the word diapers, and you're going to get a coupon for a $20 Target gift card when you buy $75 worth of diapers. Any store coupon like that is always before coupons, so start throwing in all the coupons and you're going to have a crazy good deal on diapers. So that's the big one this week for text message wise. How do we download Target Cartwheel? It's in the App Store, Sue. So if you've got Android or iPhone, it's in both of those app stores. Just search for Cartwheel and you'll see it and you download it and you're good to start using it. And I'm glad that, yes, Andrea's like, I got my diapers already. So that's awesome. You should be kind of on top of it for that deal because they're going to probably run out. Some of you guys are going to be getting rain checks probably. Or you could go that route, my husband. You can call Jenny. I always wanted that number, by the way, as my husband gets funny tonight in the comments. I think every Jenny should be allowed to have that number with a different area code. So grab the Target Cartwheel app. We're going to use that with manufacturer's coupons and save a little bit more money, but not have that extra Target store coupon on top of it. You're going to look for store coupons in home mailers. They are still doing that, especially if you have the Target Red Card, the weekly ad, and in the Cartwheel system or the text message system altogether. So Jonathan, the number for Target is 827-438. It spells Target, if that helps you remember it too. Okay, so since we kind of hit a lot of the changes, you guys have haven't asked a ton of questions. I guess what I was talking about must have been interesting tonight. Yes, Heidi, Target does do rain checks. They do not like to do them, so they may give you a little bit of a hard time, but they do offer rain checks on anything in the store. The hard part is going to be that I'm not going to get a rain check on that Cartwheel offer or on the gift card offer unless the manager is okay to authorize using that store coupon outside of the window. So make sure you fully explain, like, this is the deal that I'm trying to do. Can I get a gift card? Because that's a coupon. Because this one is using a store coupon that's texted to you. If they're out of that, will they take this store coupon after it expires? You're going to have to make sure of that. Now, if this was just a deal in the weekly ad that you buy Huggies and you get a gift card back, totally could get a rain check on that and wouldn't have a problem at all. Harris Teeter rain check changes. Have I heard anything? I haven't heard anybody complain about changes recently, Tyrese. I won't be surprised if there aren't changes, though. Harris Teeter is now owned by Kroger. Harris Teeter used to have non-expiring rain checks. They stayed non-expiring forever. But Kroger Corporate doesn't do that. Their rain checks are 14 days. So if there were any changes at the teeter, as Maying wants to call it, that would be the changes that I would expect, is them going to a Kroger Corporate policy for rain checks instead of a never expiring rain check policy, which is pretty unheard of. There aren't really a lot of grocery stores that are still doing that. Food Lion and Harris Teeter are the only two grocery stores in the Southeast with a non-expiring rain check. Everyone else is within the 30 to 14 day, if you're sad, sorry, little Kroger. Yes, now CVS rain checks, Diana, thank you. CVS and Rite Aid rain checks never expire, but as for grocery stores, they do. And Kelly's saying her Kroger's are 30 days. That's awesome. My Kroger's are 14, so it might be hit or miss just on the Kroger's that you have. But if yours is giving you 30, you should be very thankful for those extra 16 days. We did, Cheryl, already talk Plenty Points and buy low. So when the video's done, you can actually go back and watch from the beginning. It won't let you do that until we hop off. But we talked about it for a long while. And I agree, Mayhing. So those rain checks that don't expire are really awesome. That is a big perk for CVS, Rite Aid, Harris Teeter, currently Food Lion. They never expire, meaning if I go in today and there's a really great deal, like our 98-cent Arm & Hammer detergent, by the time you get there tomorrow, that Arm & Hammer detergent is gone. Get a rain check. You can get that same Arm & Hammer detergent next week or the week after, and you're going to get the exact same price. So print the coupon now. It's going to be good for 30 days. The printable coupon is, and you're going to still get that same exact price. So don't be discouraged if you get in the store. Even with the freebies, there's so much free toothpaste and free mouthwash and all of this week. So getting that rain check so that you're ready even for the toothpaste deals is a great way to go. Okay, I'm going to jump over question-wise. We've got a couple of folks asking about furniture deals on the YouTube side. I'm looking for furniture sales. Where should I go online to get good deals and quality furniture since you can't easily get to the High Point, North Carolina area? And is there a good time to buy furniture? So this can be a very wide range one, Karen, and I've said this before on other types of categories like this. We all look for different things. We're all kind of, your version of quality might be very different from somebody else's. What I would recommend is that you check out a few websites, Overstock and Wayfair. Start there. Both of them do run sales from time to time, and Wayfair does mark things down significantly on individual pieces. So you kind of have to hit and miss and maybe even keep an eye on the things that you want. Another thing to look at, Karen, and this is what we've started to do, is to see whether or not you have any estate sales in your area. I'm kind of giving away my husband's tips, so he might complain, but if you have estate sales in your area, we have one in our area that's online. They run online auctions. I don't even have to go to an estate sale. I can actually watch the deals online, bid online, and then if you win, drive up and pick it up. I'm not going to say that everything ends up being an amazing deal, but for the items that they have, which is some high-end, even some of it's, we found like a old long bench that you would have from Amish country almost, would cost a fortune, handmade. We missed it. We wanted it. With a big family, a bench at the dining room table would be amazing. But the prices that they end up going for are a fraction of what they normally would. So that's where I would almost encourage you to look into, is that estate sale. Is there an online auction similar to that where I don't even have to go anywhere in your neck of the woods? Let's see. And when's a good time to buy a stove? So appliance deals in general, always wait for a 3-day sale. And if I can find a 3-day sale, they're always going to run a deal because they feel like that's the time that you're gonna wait and gonna buy. So your next one is a little bit away. We have to wait all the way really to Memorial Day because we don't see a lot of big sales over Easter. But come Memorial Day, you're going to find a lot of discounts up to that 30 or 40% off mark. And then remember with appliances that they all price match each other. So if you find a good deal, I can still end up getting it somewhere else if this store is offering free shipping and that store is not. And someone else chimed in furniture-wise to check out like Habitat for Humanity and other types of stores that are like that. You might be surprised what you can find out in there. Okay, and Melinda, how do you get the card? So go to plenty.com. That was that's the main website to get signed up for the Plenty Points. Okay, so to jump back in, and Sears Outlet, yeah, that's a really great one. Thanks, Kelly, for reminding me on that one. If you do have a Sears Outlet nearby, to look there for appliances as well. Not everybody does anymore as they all go away, but hopefully some of you still have a Sears Outlet nearby. Let's see. How do you, and another one on the Plenty. So how do you get the Plenty card? To just go to plenty.com and you will get set up. And yes, Rite Aid is being bought out by Walgreens, but what we were talking about with Plenty is that this is really grocery store now. This is AT&T, this is Nationwide. Plenty is not owned by Rite Aid, so that's the big thing here. So this is a good savings for a whole lot of us. Even if Rite Aid disappears, we're gonna keep using it with lots of other programs and lots of other stores. Yes, so before, as you guys, if y'all have any other questions, feel free to chime in. I did want to go over some deals really quick. So I held this up earlier and told you you had to print this. This is your homework. So this offer for Finish, and I'm going to stick the link in on chat. You need to print some coupons tonight. This is your homework if you haven't already. This coupon is going to go away tonight. So if you use Finish dishwashing detergent, it will not be there in the morning, but it will be buy one, get one in Publix in just a couple of days. So I don't want to wait too long. Come Wednesday or Thursday for folks in Publix, this is going to be buy one, get one, and then you have a 75-cent coupon. So if you don't print that coupon, it's the only coupon we currently have, you're going to be kind of sad come Wednesday when it's buy one, get one. But this coupon's going away. So I just put the link in the comments, and I'll stick the link at the top of the video when we're done too, because the link goes to a few different offers. But you want to go ahead and make sure that you have that one. Another one, I already mentioned the really, really great Arm & Hammer. I don't have any Arm & Hammer. We buy a lot of Tide and All. Those tend to be the ones that when they come on sale, I grab. I could grab some Arm & Hammer, but I really don't need any more laundry detergent. But this is a really, really great deal at Target. This is the 42 count Tide Pods, so the 35 to 42 count Tide Pods with a coupon. We've got new $2 off coupons that just came out yesterday. Head to Target, grab 3 of these, and use 3 coupons. You're going to get a $10 gift card back. It's going to make them come out to $6.66, kind of a strange price, but a great price for something that's normally in the $12 range. So you're saving about half on Tide Pods with that new printable coupon. And Jonathan's asking, what was the price for the Finish? It comes out to $2.79 and this isn't even the right size. I just grabbed one that was under my kitchen counter. It's for a 32 count of Finish for $2.79. So it's buy one, get one. It comes out to $3.54 with the buy one, get one. And then you have the 75-cent coupon. Melissa, yes, anytime I have a buy one, get one deal, no matter where I am, except Walgreens and Rite Aid, any grocery store and CVS, if it's buy one, get one, I am always allowed 2 coupons. Even if you live in Florida and one of these is free, because in Florida, this is a true buy this and get this for free. Everywhere else, it's not. You're still allowed 2 coupons on that buy one, get one sale. So you should print both of them. You're allowed to print 2 per computer and grab both of them if you want them. Remember, folks that don't live in Florida, I do not have to buy both of them either. So if you only want one, you could. That's a pretty great price for dishwashing detergent. I would recommend you go ahead and grab both. Also remember, when we see something buy one, get one, this is just kind of meat and potatoes type rule. We're not going to see it buy one, get one again for 6 more weeks. So you want to get enough to last you until it is buy one, get one again, or you're going to be kind of sad. Okay. I think, let's see. Let's drop that. So sorry, YouTube folks. I don't know what's up, but hopefully we can get it to work a little bit better. I just closed out something that was running in the background. So that might have been it. Okay, 2 more deals. And this one, folks always ask, what are the things that we should be buying right now? So this is your heads up. And this guy's heavy. Starting this week and really even more come the 1st of April, we're entering baking season again. We always get our baking goods the few weeks around big holidays. So we see a baking bubble at Easter and a baking bubble at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if you like any sort of baking and you want flour, sugar, brown sugar, all of those items, start getting your coupons together now. We're going to see some deals with the new ad that starts on Wednesday, but then we're going to see even more deals in about another week out. And those will stay on until Easter, and then they're gone. No more baking deals, no more flour, no more sugar, all those items. We'll see a little tiny bubble around July 4th, and then we'll see them at Thanksgiving. So you want to get set on them now if you can. So start gathering those coupons. Patricia's saying, Winn-Dixie wouldn't let me use only one coupon on the BOGO. I'm guessing you really mean that they would only let you use one coupon. There have been a couple of stores that folks have been complaining about that recently with Winn-Dixie. Call corporate. It is part of their corporate coupon policy that they do take 2 coupons on a BOGO deal, and your store just needs to kind of be re-educated on that. One solution that you can do for now is that you scan your Winn-Dixie last. The reason for that is the card is what's triggering the BOGO sale. So all your coupons before you trigger the BOGO sale and then scan your card. That's going to trigger the BOGO sale. They will have already long taken all the coupons. You shouldn't have to do that, but that might solve some of the problems, unless it's the cashier just kind of catching them and saying no, which they shouldn't be doing either. The corporate policy is that they do take 2 coupons on a BOGO. So Rhonda says it appears that the Arm & Hammer coupon on coupons.com is gone. Let me check and see if I can see it. So it does have a limit of 1, as someone was recently mentioning. I'm not surprised if it went away with everybody finding out that it only costs 98 cents today. That is one that they usually go very fast once there's a very, very good deal to go along with them. Let's see. I'm pulling it up now to see whether or not I can. I haven't printed from this computer, so I wouldn't have met my limit if it is still there. We'll know in 2 seconds. Still have them, so they do still exist. It's just a limit of 1 per computer, and you may have already reached your limit for that device, but you could try another device. So if you've got a wireless printer, your phone, or a tablet, if you've got an iPad or an Android tablet, you could print from there too. Okay, I think I've hit everybody's. Again, for folks that might just be joining us, Facebook's kind of messing up, and it's not letting me, it won't let me go back and see comments. It just keeps popping down to the bottom. Oh yeah, and Heidi's mentioning if you pull up your CVS account, not everyone's going to have this coupon, but some folks have $2 off detergent, and if you have that one, or $2 off 2 detergents, you're going to get the Arm & Hammer completely free. So enjoy that one too. Can you print from a mini iPad? Yes. You can. So if you pull up the Southern Savers site even, you'll be able to print directly from coupons.com or Southern Savers, any of them. You're just going to have to verify that device like you would your computer. But as long as you have a wireless printer, you should be able to print to it without a problem. Roberta's asking a great question. Can you use a Gmail phone number in place of a home or cell number? So Roberta, I have not tried this, but someone else did that was emailing me and said that no, it would not work. I encourage others to try it. I'm just going off that one person's advice. But if you have a Google Voice number and you want to try it and get that text message to your Google Voice account, then see if it'll work and let me know. That'd be great. But from what I've heard, it did not work for the one person that was trying it that did not want to receive text messages to their phone. But it would be great if somebody would come back and say, yes, it did work, because that would open up a lot of options for some of us too. Someone else is saying that even the Finish also has only 1 print on it. So it's going to be 1 per computer. If you've got a second computer, you could go through. Kelly's chiming in and saying that Google Voice did not work for her. So that's a second person. Is there anything besides landlines or cell phones that will work? That's it, Amanda. You have to verify through a phone of some sort. So you either have to call them at that number and get them to call you back with a verification code, or enter the number and get a text message. Those are the only ways that coupons.com is going to continue working. Now you could print from all the other coupon sites. You just wouldn't be able to print from them anymore. I am proud of you too, Heidi. That would be me. She says, I was able to configure my phone and my printer all of myself without my husband. I would probably just wait until he came home. But I'm proud of you for figuring it out. Maybe I would try. My husband's also chiming in, just asking me, what if we could use a payphone if you could find one? So if you did try to use a different landline than your own, just a heads up on their fine print, it says that they'll call you back within 24 hours. So you probably don't want to find the random payphone or borrow a neighbor's phone because you're going to be having to chill in their house for a while, or they're going to have to write down that verification code for you. But for folks that already verified too, so Anna, that's a good question. You already screwed up, you already verified the phone and the computer with the same phone number. What you could try, and this scares me because I don't know my passwords very well, but what you could try is clearing your completely clearing your browsing history and the cache on your computer. When you do that, you're going to clear out all the cookies, and it is probably going to trigger you to re-verify your account. You could also just go the simple route first, and that's to try another browser. So pulling up Firefox instead of Chrome and see if that works and it triggers that new browser to be verified the same way it triggered the old browser. I might go that route before I started clearing out all the cache. If you don't have a second browser, Firefox and Chrome are free. If you're still using Internet Explorer, let me emphasize, Firefox and Chrome are free. And nobody should be using Internet Explorer anymore. It's really kind of the last person on the totem pole in terms of web design. If you've got a friend or a family member that's cool with you using their phone number, enter their phone number and just ask them to copy and paste the text message and send it to you. So it's very easy to verify another number. It's just finding it. Finding a friend that doesn't want to print coupons and is cool with you stealing all their prints. You can completely do that. Why are some coupons one print versus two? Is that the manufacturer's choice? It is. It's a little of both. So sometimes the manufacturer only wants you to grab one. Sometimes it's actually coupons.com and they're trying to stretch the life of the coupon as long as they can. Now on this one being a limit of one, it's going away tonight. So that's kind of strange that it's a limit of one because normally they want to max out that budget as far as they can before it goes away. They want Finish to have to pay the full amount and not to have any money left on the table. But they kind of do it for two reasons. So the manufacturer might want to spread that out as long as they can. You know, they only have $50,000 and they want their coupon to be around as long as possible. Or coupons.com wants to spread that out as long as they can. So sometimes they will limit them that way. And there's nothing we can really do about it. A question on Ibotta. When using Ibotta, can you do a rebate 3 times and get a credit 3 when working towards a bonus? Not on the same item. So most, like 99% of the Ibotta rebates that are there are a one-time use rebate. So you'd need to buy 3 different items. You could still do the same receipt with those 3 items, but you're going to have to only get 1 of each of those items. Not a lot. And hey, Anna, I'm glad you were able to join us. Anna from Las Vegas, Nevada. If they're sending a verification code with coupons.com, how in the world can you use a landline? It does sound strange, Shanna. So what they do, you call them, and then they call you back with a verification code within 24 hours. It's very old school. And if you're wanting to print and then go right to the store, it's not going to work. So if you do plan on verifying by using a landline, you should just go ahead and start doing that now before you plan to go to the grocery store. And Cindy, I agree, the Arm & Hammer liquid is still there for me too. So anyone that hasn't printed it, it is still there. It's what makes those Arm & Hammer pods or a bottle of the detergent 98 cents at CVS all week long. They are going to run out, but get a rain check. CVS rain checks will never expire, and your coupon is going to be good for about 30 days. So you'll still get that deal without a problem. Okay. Let's see. One other I have it to show you. It's on my shopping list that I would recommend. This is a coupon that's probably going to go away soon too. It's on the top of the popular list on the back end of coupons.com. Is the $1 off Simply Beverages coupon. It's good on the lemonades and the orange. It's another one that's on sale at Publix in the new ad starting on Wednesday. It's also on sale at Bilo and Winn-Dixie. It's going to make orange juice $2 a bottle. It's going to make lemonades $1.50 a bottle. So make sure that you grab that one now. The Publix list is already up for next week. So if you head to Southern Savers and you just pull down Publix, you're going to see all of next week's deals on the tab right behind the current one. You can get started, but I wouldn't wait too long to grab that one either. Are there any Purcell deals coming? I can check the item search for you. I don't remember typing Purcell as we typed all the ads up today, so it's not at any of the major stores. We've got a lot of Gain and Tide currently running in a lot of stores, but we do see Purcell from time to time. I want to say it's on sale in one of the drugstores this week, actually. Let's see. Nope. It is not on sale anywhere, so I would hold on to any of those. Beside any coupons that you have for Purcell. Hopefully we'll see some soon, but none this current week. Any Iams food, there is a great deal on Iams at Target, yes, and lots of folks are chiming in on that. So that has a printable coupon as well for $2 off of Iams dog food. And you want to head to Target, we've got an Iams cartwheel for it, we've got an Iams manufacturer for it, and it just makes an all-around kind of stock-up deal. Paper towels, very good deal on Scott paper towels at Walgreens this week. It makes it $2.24, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, $3, no. Yes, sorry. $2.24 a pack at Walgreens. This isn't with any rewards. You just buy them and you use the coupons. We have 75-cent coupons, so use two 75-cent coupons. And then you've got a checkout 51 offer for $2 off of 2. So pair that in as well, and you're gonna get a 6-roll pack of paper towels for $2. That's an amazing price. That right there, guys, is the reason that I tell folks you do not need a membership to Sam's. If your goal was to get the biggest package of paper towels, you're gonna lose money. We get better deals on the smaller packs of paper towels. Meow Mix. So all I'm doing to answer y'all's questions, I feel kind of silly because y'all could do this too, is just typing in what you're looking for into the item search that's right on the right-hand side of the site. And you can put in a future date. So some of these ads are already typed up and already posted. So if you put in a future date, Meow Mix is going to be buy one, get one for the dry food at Publix starting on Wednesday, Jonathan. So if you want Meow Mix dry, I would just wait for that. Meow Mix treats will also be buy one, get one starting on Wednesday. So if that's your brand for cat food, you're set. You just only have to wait 2 more days. Okay, so item search-wise, I always mention that. That's what I'm typing in. It is very simple to use, but it's also a little tip. You can put in a future date to see the ads that you may not have already realized are out, but you can also put in a past date. So if you're trying to figure out what is a good deal on the products that I buy, put in a date from the past, and you're going to see all the deals that we've seen on that product for however long you put back. So maybe you put a month or 2 months. I'm going to see every single deal currently available, that we've seen in the last 2 months on that item, and I'm going to get a really good idea of what a good price is. There are currently no coupons for Meow Mix, Jonathan. Sorry, just the deal, but at least it's on sale. Okay. I got the free toothpaste at Rite Aid and the cheap mouthwash using the ad coupons and the manufacturer's coupons. So I hope that everyone does. This is another great week for free toothpaste at Rite Aid, at CVS, and at Walgreens, including the mouthwash. So if you didn't grab last week's, you should this week. If you already grabbed last week's, you probably have enough toothpaste to last you 6 months as it is, so you could probably hold off. But we've had a lot of good deals in the past couple of weeks on all sorts of items, and that would be another one where we just kind of keep seeing free toothpaste. Kendall, the CVS deal on toothpaste is on Colgate, and CVS has Colgate toothpaste on sale. I'm pulling it up to give you the exact numbers. I want to say it's $2.99 with a $2 extra care buck, but I don't want to lie to you. So Colgate Total or Max toothpaste, looking for it. The CVS one is just mouthwash, sorry. That's going to come out to be free. $3.99, printing a $2 reward, and we have a $2 coupon. So when you pair all those together, it's $4 back on a $4 product. And then the Rite Aid one is Colgate, or Colgate. So someone's asking, what about Crest? We do see free Crest, but honestly, guys, we see free Colgate a lot more often than we see free Crest. The reason for that, in case you didn't already know, is that Procter & Gamble, they really, really feel highly about themselves, and they never put things on sale as cheaply as other brands. But you can get Crest Pro Health right now at Rite Aid this week for 21 cents a tube. It's probably doable. Might not be free, but it's 21 cents, so that might be the one that you want to go. In case you really, really need Crest and you can't wait. Let's see. Is the amount it shows on your receipt at CVS for your 2% spending the amount that you get back in extra care bucks? No. You get back, like, for every X amount, you get back 25 cents, and then for the next set amount, you get back 50 cents. So most people on their quarterly extra care buck, they might get $1 or $2 back, but it's not going to be the exact amount of what that 2% spending was. And Irene, you don't have a Rite Aid. You might find, let's see if we've got another better deal for you. Publix, if you've got that unadvertised deal, not everybody had the unadvertised deal in their Publix though. Someone emailed me very upset. Unadvertised deals, I will find them in my store and try to share them, but it doesn't mean that you'll find them in yours. Let's see, they're Aquafresh. I'm not quite sure. That's one, if you're looking for specific coupons, Southern Savers does have a coupon database, so you can type in and ask it to show you every coupon that's out there in the database. You could search for just toothpaste if you didn't care what brand you were looking for, or search by brand. Aquafresh, there is not currently a coupon other than a public store coupon for Aquafresh, but that's it. And Mary's asking, when is the next Procter & Gamble insert date? It should be coming up this coming weekend, I'm pretty sure. It's usually the last weekend of the month. So we don't have it yet in the database, but that's usually when we expect it. So that 3/26 mark is probably when I would be looking for it. If you don't see it, if it ends up not coming out this weekend, then I would look for it the next weekend, but my guess would be this coming weekend. And we don't always know right away. Actually, they will have it up on their site now that I think about it. If you go to brandsaver.com, they usually do have up when they're going to release the next one. They'll put it up within the next 7 days of when to be on the lookout for it. Let's see. Just have to get there. Sorry, it's coming out April 2nd. So yes, Elizabeth's right. So the next one is 4/2, and that is just directly from P&G's website. So look for the next P&G insert the first Sunday in April. Melissa, your Harris Teeter manager told you they do not take BOGO coupons. You're right. Harris Teeter does not take a printable coupon for anything that gives you a free item, and they consider a BOGO item a free item. So that would be correct. They're not making that one up at all. Okay. And Diana's got a great tip for you, Jonathan, and that is email the company and they'll send great coupons. Yes, anytime that you want coupons and you aren't finding them, I would always recommend contacting a company, calling them, Facebooking them, or emailing them. They usually always respond with coupons. It's kind of the only language they speak, so it's a great way to get extra savings. The next Super Doubles at Harris Teeter, we usually see one the beginning of April. I have not heard of one coming out yet. It would be great if we did, but no one has given me that heads up that one is coming soon. What I do expect, though, guys, if you haven't already caught on, is probably a lot more of these 3-day Harris Teeter Super Doubles versus week-long Harris Teeter events. So it would be great if they were more often, but they're going to be a lot shorter. Okay, so we've hit that 9:30 mark. Oh, tell us about the Brother printer. That's a good question because it's on sale. So Brother printers, actually, I think a post just went up on this on the site earlier tonight. But Brother wireless printers, that's the one that I recommend for everybody. I used to tell you don't worry about the wireless, but now that you can print from your phone and your iPad and all of that, you definitely want to get the wireless version if you've got any sort of device like that you're trying to print from. It is on sale if you head to Amazon or Staples. You want to get the 2360. So, and yes, Linda, the whole video is up on Southern Savers as well. The buffering is probably internet related more than the stream that's coming through, but you can always watch later as well. So Brother 2360, that's the printer that you want. It's a black and white laser printer. It's on sale right now for 99 bucks. It's not as cheap as we sometimes will see. We'll see it as low as 89 or 85. I would still go ahead and take it. We're probably not going to see the 89 or 85 price until back to school season starts. So take what you can get. That's still a good 20 to 30 bucks off depending on the site that you're ordering it from. And there we go. My husband just stuck in a link to it. So it's the Brother 2360. It's 99 bucks right now with free shipping. And that printer will print about 750 sheets of paper, and then you can get a high yield replacement cartridge for it for 10 bucks. The high yield replacement cartridge for it will print about 1,500 to 2,000 sheets. You will be very happy that you did that when you think about how much you pay for inkjet replacements right now. The fact that you can get it's just a magical price all the way around. So the Imes deal in Target, we've got, it's running for a little bit. It's been running for a little bit, but it's still running this week. You can get bags of dog food as low as $4 right now. So we've got a 10% off cartwheel. And then some of you may or may not have this, but we have a Target store coupon from February 12th's insert, so you got to go back. And then we have coupons also from the March 12th insert or those $2 printables. Depending on what you use, you're going to get like 15-pound bags of dog food as low as $4. Where do you get the ink for the printer? For 10 bucks, and it is not the Brother brand. So that's off-brand printer cartridges. They're on Amazon. This morning, they were right in the 10-buck range because I stuck a link to that in the post that we did. So this is up on the homepage, but there is a link in there, and they were $9.97, and Amazon does regularly change prices. Yep, they're still $9.97 as well. So if you head to the post that is up on Southern Savers, you will see not only about the printer, but also where to get that toner on Amazon for the Brother printer. It's a high yield off-brand replacement, but they work great. And again, they cost 10 bucks. So no complaints whatsoever on those. What stores are on Shop Your Way Rewards? Just Kmart and Sears. That is just their program. Nobody else on that one. And Melissa, there are a couple that we've talked about. The Finish and the Arm & Hammer are all limit reached after one. And it's hard to know which ones they are. But those three are definitely only one. Why did they shorten the expiration date on the PNG insert? So they put out 2 this month. They did one at the beginning of the month and one in the middle of the month. And that PNG insert from the middle of the month, they were only good for 2 weeks. I don't know why they did it, but Procter & Gamble likes to have all their coupons expire before the next insert comes out. So that's probably why. Okay, so we're at the mark where we normally end. We will be back next Monday night, same time, same place. So any questions you have between now and next Monday night, feel free to email me. Also, you can send me a Facebook message if you're on Facebook. Either way, my email is jenny@southernsavers.com, and that's Jenny with a Y in case you're curious. Or send me a message straight through Facebook. I usually actually respond faster on Facebook because they yell at me if I don't. So that works. But I hope that this is helping for you guys, and always feel free to join us every Monday night and share with any friends that want to get started and have a lot of questions. You guys have a great week.